representative from Oli.
From Oli. Oh.
Yeah.
Oli, coach. Oli, coach. Need to see admin. Thank you.
Screen is for the finals down there, and then this is what I'm using for scoreboard. I don't know how your eyes are, but I can't. That scoreboard gets me.
Dave, you know anything I need to know about this thing, or is this you don't know Jack? Okay, all right, good. Fellas, anything I need to know? Out in the van? I think I'm on.
Oh, yes, indeed. Clearing the competition pool, getting ready for that first wave of swimmers, referees and officials, finding their way around the pool deck in just a few moments. We're about 5 minutes out from start time.
Don't fall back, Dave. Don't fall back. This thing used to be sturdier. Thank you, Jeff.
And at the starting blocks, getting ready to go, taking ownership of those starting blocks, Long Island Aquatic Club, Paige Koner at block number 1, Abby Hendrick at block number 2, Nova of Virginia, Nations Capital at block number 3, Catherine James at block number 4, Nations Capital, Samantha Bester, block number 5, St. Charles Swim Team, Emma Mallow. Annie Ho at block number 6 for Rockville, Montgomery. Block number 7, New Trier Aquatics, Cicely Clifton. And at block number 8, Patriot Aquatics Club, Alexandra Phillips.
All right, we're getting ready to do the old national anthem here.
Just making sure everybody's in place first before, because everything freezes when you do that.
That's why he's the best. That's why he gets paid so well.
And it looks like our swimmers are there, our referees and officials. Everybody's in place, our timers in place, getting ready for that first race. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem. And it is race time.
Right, we're getting ready to do the C Final. Women's 12 and under 100 free.
Ladies 100 freestyle.
Owner in 2 from Nova, Abby Hendrick. In 3 from NCAP, Catherine James. In 4 from NCAP, Samantha Bester. 5 from St. Charles, Emma Malo. Annie Hu from Rockville, Montgomery in 6. Cecily Clifton, New Trier in 7. And Patriots Alexandra Phillips in 8. Looks like we got a lead going on here in 4, 5, and 3. That would be James, Bester, and Mallow. Looks like Bester with the early advantage going into the wall. Oh, it also looks like lane 7 over there, Cecily Clifton. Although her pad did not hit, and neither did Catherine James, so we're not sure what their first 50 was. But as we go into the 75, it looks like the 2 middle, Bester and Mallow, are duking it out. Coming off the wall, Bester, Mallow, and then Clifton. Looks like Mallow's taking a slight advantage here going into the wall. It's going to be a tight race. No breath from the flags to the wall. You got Emma Mallow from St. Charles, 56-53 for the win. Followed behind Samantha Bester from Nation's Capital, 2nd, and Cecily Clifton, New Trier, in 3rd. All right, getting ready for the B Final here. Laura Feng in lane 1, Harper Sampieri in 2. In 3, Christina Perdomo. In 4, Ellie Chinea. Adri Francis in 5, Reagan Robinson in 6, Abigail Ferguson in 7, and Izzy Peterson in lane 8. Looks like a good clean start. Looks like lane 5, Adri Francis is out first. Interesting to see how the dynamic works with some of these swimmers, whether or not they're a fly and die type of swimmer or if they're more of a control and conserve and then unleash the beast on the third 25. Adri Francis out 26-30. Still has a pretty good lead over Ellie Chinea as they head into the last wall. Adri Francis really looking strong here, but Ellie Chinea is making a run and is, oh, look at that. Christina Perdomo all of a sudden out of lane 3 is going to end up taking it. Monster last 50 of 28:51, time 55:52. Adri Francis second, 55:70, and Ellie Chinea from Long Island in third. And now we shall parade out the A finalists in this event. Our announcer always has some fine music to play. All right, let's set the lanes here. In lane 1 from Long Island, Molly Joseph. In 2, also from Long Island, Vera Chen. In 3 from Long Island, Morgan Wu. Your top qualifier from Rockville, Montgomery, Amelia Alcina. From Nova in lane 5, Yara Sabulina. I'm sorry if I butchered the names. Nova's Harper Grace Johnson in lane 6. Isabel Tran from Nova in 7. And Long Island's Julia Lynn rounding out the field in lane 8. So really seems to be a question of minus the Rockville Montgomery swimmer, who's going to, you got Nova with 3 and Long Island with 4. It's a pretty loaded field. Top qualifier this morning, Amelia was 53.7. Meet record in this is held by Maddie Bynum for 2023 with a 52.57. A lot of these girls are not wearing the 12 and under tech suits, which is quite interesting. And they're off. Very good, clean start. Looks like indeed Amelia is going to be first at the wall, followed closely behind by Yara. And then Isabel up in lane 7 is pretty close. But yeah, you're out 25.5 for Amelia, 25.8 for Yara. As we come down to the third turn, it looks like Amelia's a little bit ahead of Yara, but it still looks like Yara's trying to close the distance a little bit. And they're coming down the home stretch. It looks like indeed Amelia is going to be in for the win, followed by Yara. And it looks like Morgan Wu is, it was Isabel Tran from Nova in third, 54.39. A lot of good time drops in that heat. 53.03 for Alcina, 53.4 for Yara, and 54.3 for Isabel Tran. Great time drops. And next we have the men's 12 and under C Final for the 100 free. Keenan McKim from RSC in 1. Frankie Zamarin from Lincoln Way in 2. Sam Branch from MAC in 3. Connor Zuley from RSC in 4. Machines Matthew Spans in 5. Wins Grant Feller in 6. Rockville Montgomery's Marcus Lee in 7. Maxie Yanoff from METR in 8. And it looks like Maxie's definitely taking it out strong. Guy in lane 8 up there. He and Connor duking it out here for first, along with Grant Feller. But yeah, he's out 26-1. Does Maxie have what it takes to hold on to this lead? Coming in, there's a five group coming off that wall. Looks like Maxie still has a slight advantage. Grant Feller is making a move, but it looks like Maxie Yanoff is going to lead from start to finish. 54-22. That is really fast considering what he did this morning. He was a 56.07. So second place, Connor Zulai with a 55.04. And then third place was Grant Feller, 55.07. We're moving on to the B Final. Rockville Montgomery's Jacob Gash in 1. Long Island's Philippos Montatanakis in 2. Sorry, again, my apologies for butchering the names. Charlie Reynolds Ozaki in 3. SA's Jackson Brown in 4. Rockville Montgomery Jason Shue in 5. Michael Smugoretsky, Rockville Montgomery in 6. Josh Soderlund, NCAP 7, and Nico Barisi from Rockville Montgomery in 8. Looks like right now it's Michael who's got the slight advantage coming off the first wall. Although lane 1 down here, Jacob Gash, looks like he's definitely turning on the afterburners. We got indeed Michael and Jacob, and then we also have Philippos. They're rounding out the top 3 going into the 75. Looks like Michael Smugoretsky is leading. But look at Josh Soderlund bringing it on at the end here. It's going to be a battle between those two. Michael might just hold him off, and he does. Michael Smugoretsky, 53-53. Josh Soderlund, 53-90. And then in third, we had Philippos with a 54.03. All of them were faster than they were this morning. And here comes the parade of the A finalists out here. Meet record in this is held by Reed O'Connell, set in 2022, 49.34, and it is in jeopardy of possibly being broken here tonight. Setting the lanes, lane 1 from NCAP, Declan Bell. In 2 from New Trier, Joe Kennedy. In 3 from Mac, Eli Purdon. Your top qualifier, 49.70 from Verona, Caleb Gudovich. In lane 5, Cullen Daniel from Nova. From Patriot, Jason Clark in lane 6. Maxwell Kratzoff from Swim in lane 7. And Jordan Jang from Lake Erie in lane 8 settles the field. Again, the record 49.34, set in 2022 by Reed O'Connell. Caleb Gudovich this morning was a 49.70. So we may be looking at the first meet record of this meet. Not to put any pressure on Caleb. And they're off nice and clean. Wow, Caleb Gudovich with some really, really nice underwaters. Along with Cullen Daniel had some really nice underwaters as well. Gudovich has already established a good lead on almost a full body length lead going in. He's at 23.35. Definitely has a shot to break the record. Got a great record or great race in second for Cullen Daniel and Jason Clark. 49.34. He was out at 36 at the halfway point, or the three-quarter point, so he should get this record. He's going to be real close. It's going to be whoa. 49.48. Just missed the record, but what a great swim by Caleb Gudovich. In second from Nova, Cullen Daniel, 50.95, and right behind him from Patriot was Jason Clark, 51.28. All of them best from this morning. Now we'll move on to the 13-14 girls 100 free. This is the C Final. Oh, looks like there was a pad malfunction, so they're going to switch out the pads. Okay. It looks as though they're just getting the touchpad back in and make sure that it's going to work properly. Don't want to have any faulty equipment when we're swimming here. So this is the girls 13-1400 free. C Final. EST's Audrey Jackson in 1. Zuri Wilson, Rockville Montgomery 2. NCAP Sienna Foley in 3. Annabelle Roby from Rockville Montgomery in 4. Ozaki's Elsa Lapine in 5. AAC's Sammy DeCaro in 6. Long Island's Camille Huang in 7. And Ellie Brenner from NCAP in 8. And right now it looks like our camera is not moving with the athletes at the moment. There we go. So coming in, looks like lane 8 and lane 6. Brenner and DeCaro are your 2 early leaders at the moment. 24-8 for Brenner, 25-1 for DeCaro. They're out really strong. Looks like lane 1, Audrey Jackson was out there pretty fast too. Oh, it looks like Ellie Brenner's running away with this. Although she's tightening up a little bit, but I don't think that anybody's going to be able to get her. It's going to be Ellie Brenner out in outside smoke. And then Audrey Jackson comes back with the fastest 50 of everybody in the second 50. Ellie Brenner 52.6. Audrey Jackson 53.1. And then Sammy DeCaro 53.2. So very nice C Final. Much faster than this morning. So now we have the B Final coming up here. We have Elena Lumens in 1 from Ozaki. Kira Druck from Laker in 2. Lake Country's Grayson Schindhelm in 3. Mara Ahern from Rockville in 4. Mila Fisher, Long Island in 5. Rachel Leginski, Ole in 6. Mavs, Olivia Linduska from in 7. And Patriots, Emma Kurkowski in 8. So coming into that wall first, looks like it's pretty much a really tight battle. Slight advantage maybe for Mila Fisher. Not too much. She goes in the wall, 25-1. Next closest was 25-4. Emma Kurzowski up in lane 8. Looks like Mila's starting to, I don't know if it's Mila or Mila, so I apologize. Mila, I'm going to call her Mila. From Long Island, looks like she's stretching out her lead a little bit, although Mara Ahern is really coming on strong, as is Kira Druck. So, wow. Okay, 52.06 for Mila. You had Kira Druck come in, 26.9, her last 50 split, which was really good. And then third was Mara Ahern from Rockville, Montgomery. So here we go. They're going to be parading out the A finalists momentarily. This is a wicked heat. A lot of fast swimmers in there. Oh. All right. Setting up the lanes. Margot Full from Mac in lane 1. Ella Brace from Patriot in 2. Eva Hughes from Blazing Barracudas in 3. Top qualifier Molly Wadakis from Hinsdale in 4. Sarah Young from Rockville in 5. Vivi Murphy from BSC in 6. Sienna Herrera from LCAC in 7. And rounding out your field in lane 8, you have Helen Manick from Academy. Meet record in this is 49.54, set in 2019 by Aaron Gemmel. Got off the blocks nice and quick. It's like Helen Manick is taking it out really fast along with Molly. This is their MO. That Molly and Helen are both from my state, and they love to take things out really fast. Question is, will they be able to hold on at the end with all these other strong challengers? 24-2 out for Molly, 24-5 for Helen. Molly extending her lead now. Looks like Sarah Young is trying to keep pace with her. But yeah, coming off that, Molly Woodakis with a half a body length lead going in, and she's going to go a 50.1. Sarah Young in second, 51.07. And then in third place was Eva Hughes coming back nicely, 51.56. So those are good swims. All of them were faster than they were this morning. So good job, ladies. All right. Moving on to the 13-14 C Final. Setting up the lanes. Aiden Kim, NCAP in 1. Edward Coleman, NCAP in 2. Lincoln Andrelic, Mavs in 3. Harvey Trevette, Nova in 4. Justin Cheng, Long Island 5. Blazing Barracudas, Anderson Wozniak 6. Unattached Colin Gullett in 7. And Max Mishnitsky from Patriot in lane 8. All look very strong as they hit the 25. Looks like you got a small lead by Anderson. No, correction, that's Justin Cheng. But yeah, Edward Coleman, Justin Cheng going out neck and neck, 400 separating them. And then Max up there in lane 8 is pushing for a challenge, the win. Coming off the wall, it looks like Justin Cheng and Max Mishnowski is looking for to win. Edward Coleman making a push down here in lane 2. It's going to go to Edward. Edward with a really nice back half of 25.19, 48.67 was his time. Max Mishnowski, 48.71 is second, and Justin Cheng, 48.8 in third. All of them look like they were faster than they were this morning, so good job. Seems like we're getting a fast meet already. Caius Edukavicius from Hinsdale in lane 1 for the B Final. EST's Benjamin Henlon in 2. Parker Wheeler from SA in 3. His brother Preston Wheeler, I assume, in lane 4. Blake McGinn, their teammate, in 5. And in 6, we have Jack Danahy from Nova. Salim Erickson, Rockville in 7. And Xander Pika, Rockville in 8. Ooh. Whoa. Boy. Laha. Salim Erickson's going for it. That is a fast first 50, 22.15. Can he hold on? I'm wondering if this kid just didn't have a wonderful morning swim or if he's going to pull a Derek Ammerman and die. A unique death. Looks like he's still able to hold on pretty well. We got Preston Wheeler coming in, but 47.05, 47.8 for Preston Wheeler. And then Blake McGinn, 48.17, your top 3. 47.05. He was a 48.91 this morning, so that's a huge time drop. And here comes our A finalist for this event. Meet record in this event is set last year by Kai Joyner from Rochester, 45.36. All right, setting the lanes. Daniel Bungie from Nova in lane 1. Logan Hillman, Nation's Capital, in 2. In lane 3, Connor Plusqua from St. Charles. Your top qualifier from Lakers with a time of 46:41 this morning, Jaden Sy. Grant Winterton from Swim in lane 5. Wesley Moncton, Nation's Capital, in 6. Hudson Lubinsky from Mavericks in Illinois in 7. And rounding out the field, Long Island's Ryan Yao in lane 8. So 45-36 is the record. Jaden is a little over a second off that, so, but I imagine we should see a 45 tonight. And they're off. Nice clean start. Jaden gets such power off that pole, off that block. Okay. Coming off the underwaters, it looks like Wesley Moncton is out there with Jaden. He might end up being first to the wall. Yep. 22-6, 22-7, 22-7, 22-6. This is a race. This is a great race, guys. You got an awesome race here in lanes 4, 6, and 7. And Hudson Lubinsky from Mavericks really challenging Jaden Sy. Hudson Lubinsky is going to take your 46-55. Touches out Jaden Sy, 46-64. Hudson Lubinsky with a big second half, 23-8. So your champion, Hudson Lubinsky from Mavs, Jaden Sy from Laker in second, and Logan Hillman from Nation's Capital in third. And that will do it for the 100 freestyles. We are going to take a small break to do awards, and we'll be back with you here in a few.
Got it. And right now we pause in the competition. Ladies, you may relax. We are presenting awards for the first events. And our first set of awards, the 100 freestyle. If you were in the top 8 in that finals heat, you need to be over at the award staging area near the athletes' entrance. Thank you. And presenting the ladies in the 12 and under 100 freestyle. In 8th place was Julia Lynn, standing at block number 8 for Long Island Aquatic Club. Give her a big hand. Molly Joseph, 7th place for Long Island at block number 7. Vera Chen at block number 6, Long Island. At block number 5, Nova of Virginia, Harper Grace Johnson in 5th place. 4th place, Isabel Tran, Nova of Virginia. The bronze, Morgan Wu of Long Island Aquatic Club. The silver, Yara Cimbalina of Nova of Virginia. And number 1, 20 big points going to Rockville, Montgomery. Amelia Alcina getting the gold. And we use the starting blocks as our award stand. Ladies on the starting block, hold it a minute. Take a look at me over here at the announcer stand. Now take a look at the camera right there. You can say hello to everybody and congratulations to the ladies 12 and under. Gentlemen 12 and under. Doing the march in 8th place, Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, Jordan Zhang. In 7th place, Nation's Capital, Declan Bell. In 6th place, New Trier Aquatics, Joe Kennedy. In 5th place, Swim United, Maxwell Craftston. In 4th place, Eli Purdon of Madison Aquatic Club. The bronze going to Jason Clark, Patriot Aquatics. The silver to Cullen Daniel, Nova of Virginia. And number 1, 20 points going to Verona Area Swim Team of Wisconsin. The gold going to Caleb Gudovich. And gentlemen, smile at the camera, looking at me over here at the announcer stand. The camera going back home is right there at the starter stand. Say hello to the folks at home. And our next set of awards, the 13 and 14 ladies. In 8th place, Sienna Herrera, Low Country Aquatic Club out of Georgia. Vivy Murphy of Barracudas in 7th place. Helen Manick in 6th for the Academy Bullets. Patriot Aquatics of Illinois, Ella Brace in 5th. 4th is Margot Full of Monocacy Aquatic Club, Maryland. Ohio's Eva Hughes, Blazing Barracudas, getting the bronze. The silver, Rockville Montgomery, Sarah Young, and the gold to Hinsdale Swim Club, Molly Wadikis. And ladies, you could turn and smile to the camera to all those watching us over the internet. And our final set of awards, the gentlemen 13 and 14 for the 100 freestyle. In 8th place, leading the line of fame to the award stand. That is our starting blocks. Swim United's Grant Winterton. In 7th place, Long Island Aquatic, Ryan Yao. In 6th place, St. Charles Swim Club, Connor Plasqua. In 5th is Wesley Moncton of Nation's Capital. Nova of Virginia, Daniel Bunge in 4th place. 3rd, going to Nation's Capital, Logan Hillman. The silver to Laker Swim Club, Jaden Sy. And the gold going to the Maverick Swim Club, Hudson Lubinsky.
Apologies for the delay here. Getting back. We got a great race going on right now in lane 5. You got Slate Koss, Amelia Alcina, who just won the 100 free. But it looks like it's going to be Slate with the win, 28-6-3. That's a solid swim. She was a 29.63 this morning, so drops a full second. Good job. Molly Joseph second. There were a couple of pads that didn't seem to register. Kinley Heinrich in third down in lane 1. So now we're moving on to the B final. We got Brooklyn Dalton in 1. Tanya Spritz from Rise in 2. Izzy Peterson, GSC 3. Julia Fiore, Long Island 4. Mia Bain, Hinsdale 5. Peyton Elam, NCAP 6. Julia Carrick, Rockville 7. And Salem Shah, Rockville in 8. Looks like Peyton Elam had the good solid underwaters, but she's getting Mia Bain took over, and then Peyton got back with her underwaters, and now you've got Julia back in the. It's a race for top 4 right there. That's going to be tight. I think it's going to be Mia. Yep, 28.53. Second, Izzy Peterson, 28.68. And third was Julia Fiore, 28.72. All right. Setting up our A finalists as they make their way down the pool. Star-studded field. Meet record in this was set last year by Kennedy Maston with a time of 25.92. All right, setting the lanes. Lake Country's Laura Feng in lane 1. In 2, from Sioux Falls, Riley Wagers. In 3, from Nova, Isabel Tran, who's already had an event today. Morgan Wu, your top qualifier from Long Island. In 4. In 5, Yara Sibilina. She just got done swimming too. In lane 6, Vera Chen from Long Island. In 7, from Fast, you have Lane Langenbrunner. And your 8th qualifier from Northern Kentucky, Kelsey Cook. It's going to be a very fast 50, I'm sure. Okay. Girls are getting their backstroke wedges set. And they're off. Very good, smooth starts. Oh, looks like Morgan Wu's got some really nice underwaters. She's out in front. Yara catching up to her a little bit, but Morgan Wu's underwater's not to be denied here. Yara is the stronger backstroker, but Morgan 26.61. Yara 27.28 for second. And then third was Vera Chen from Long Island, 27.76. So very nice race, ladies. Let's set up our lanes for the boys, 12 and under 50 backstroke. C Final, we've got from Mavericks, Reed Mayer in 1. Matthew Spans from Machine in 2. Devin White from Mac in 3. Long Island, Sal Mendolia in 4. Charlie Williamson, Nation Capital in 5. Sam Branch back in 6. Filippo from Long Island in 7. And Roger Shue from Long Island Express in lane 8. Off really nice start there by lane 4. But lane 5, Charlie Williamson's underwaters looked really good. He hits the wall first, and he's coming off that wall like a man possessed. He's already got about a half a body length, if not even more, on the rest of the field as he comes into the wall. And it looks indeed like Charlie Williamson, 28:37. He was 29:53 this morning, so over a second faster for Charlie. Second was Sal Mendolia from Long Island, and third was Devin White from Mac. Now we'll move on. B finalists here. Xander Silgalis Mundelein in 1. Nova's Avery Hugh in 2. NCAP Declan Bell in 3. Charlie Reynolds Azaki in 4. George Chernev SA in 5. Sean Murphy NCAP in 6. Jack Hay Mavs in 7. And Colin Gensler from Mavs in lane 8. Well, it looks like Colin Gensler's took it out. Wow, that's awesome. His underwaters are really coming on strong. Looks like George Cherney is starting to lengthen his lead along with Declan Bell. It could be a race between those two, and it's going to go to, Declan Bell touches him out. 28-21, 28-22 for George Cherney, and Colin Gensler down in lane 8, 28-66. So that was a really nice, fast race for the B Final. And now we move on. We're going to have the A finalists parading down here. Meet record for this set in 2017 by Joshua Zakowski, 25-15. Setting our lanes for this, Jason Shue from Rockville in 1. St. Andrews, Lawrence Fannenschmidt in 2. Nation Capital, Colin Lee in 3. Your top qualifier from Verona, Caleb Gudovich, 26-4. Right behind him from KKW, Roman Olson in 5. Patriots, Jason Clark in 6. CRA's Jacob Zhuang in 7. And rounding out the field, Connor Zulai, RSC in lane 8. Boys are getting ready on the blocks, making sure that it doesn't slip on them. Good clean start. Nice underwaters by Roman Olson along with Gudovich. As they both go in, it looks like Gudovich with a very, very slight edge. Coming off the wall, Gudovich has a slight advantage on Olson, but Olson staying right there along with Colin Lee and Gudovich, 25-75. Roman Olsen, 26-31, and Colin Lee in third, 26-64. That is some good, fast swimming, boys. Setting up the girls 13-14 100 Backstroke C Final. In lane 1 from LCAC, Sarah Stiegel. In 2 from Nova, Charlotte Bruning. In 3, Long Island's Ginny Kutner. Nova's Lane Jacobs in 4. Lillian Karate, Long Island in 5. Sophia Angela Paolo from BSC in 6. Jordan McPhee, Verona in 7. And Lila Fleming from Long Island in 8. Looks like right now we've got a slight advantage with Lillian Karate. That's an interesting last name, Karate. Like, I wonder if they call her the Karate Chop. Lillian Karate. Oh, it's actually Sarah Stiegel down in lane 1 with a slight advantage at the 50. And then you've got Lane Jacobs making a move here. And lane 8, you got Lila Fleming. So it's coming down here. It looks like it's Jacobs, Karate, and Fleming that are racing for the C Final championship, and it looks like it's going to be Karate. Karate goes 58-29. Lila Fleming in lane 8, 58-51. Lane Jacobs, 58-53. Top 3 finishers. All faster than this morning, so good job, ladies. Setting up the B Final here. All right, in lane 1, May Strasser from Long Island. 2, her teammate Leah O'Connell. In 3, Academy's Gabby Graham. And in 4, her teammate Maggie Montiel. Hinsdale's Kara Brady in 5. Kyla Heinrich, Sioux Falls in 6. Grayson Schinhelm Lake in 7, and Collins Brock from Rise in 8. Very quick start there. Some really nice underwaters there from Kyla Heinrich. Yeah, Kyla's out there first. I don't think she was well set up for this morning's for her morning swim, but she does look like she's rebounded a lot better for tonight. She and Leah O'Connell, that's May Strasser. 27-7, 27-9. And then right next to her, I believe that's Kara Brady from Hinsdale. So Kara's going in. Looks like she's first. Kyla's right behind her. And looks like Maggie Montiel's making a huge push this last 25. But it looks like it's going to be Kara Brady from Hinsdale. 57-4, 58-12 from Kyla Heinrich, and 58-13 from Maggie Montiel. Now, I hate to excuse myself from this, but one of my swimmers is in the next heat. I will be back.
Prize in lane number 4, Maggie Montiel stealing that position in the last 3 strokes. And at the turn that split, 27.08, Cam Gardner in lane number 4, 27.33, Kennedy Maston. 27.55, Lexi Johnson in lane number 2 at the 50. Oh, popping up and getting it. And Cam Gardner stopping the clock, 55.12 to take the win. That second tag in. Looking at lane number 5, Kennedy Maston, 55.69 there. And the third tag in by Ella Brace, 56.49.
All right, and we're back, and my swimmer Cam ended up winning that last heat. Congrats, Cam. We got the 13-14 boys 100 back. We've got Grant Winterton, Lincoln Andrelick, Logan Hillman, Ethan Google, Raleigh Harrington, Jarrett Zhu, Harvey Trevette, and Nate Durant. It looks like, wow, that's a really nice, evenly... I mean, there's no real clear winner going in here. I mean, you got 2 through 7 that are all within 2 or 3 tenths of each other. So whoever's got the strongest back half in this field's going to end up winning. Coming off the wall, it looks like we've got a slight advantage here with Ethan Google and then Harvey Trevette. Looks like Trevette's going to end up taking it at the end here. 54.69, 54.97 for Google. And then third place was Jarrett Shue from Mac, 55.04. All better than this morning. Everybody was 55s this morning, so that's good. Luke Jacobs here in lane 1 for Mac. Colin Gullett unattached in 2. Parker Wheeler, St. Andrews in 3. Zachary Bell, Nation's Capital in 4. Salim Erickson from Rockville Montgomery in 5. Xander Pika, Rockville in 6. Nathaniel Fuller in 7. And Daniel Liu in lane 8. Really good underwaters from Zachary Bell as they approach the first turn. He's got a slight lead over Daniel Liu up there in lane 8, who for some reason has a split up there. As they come into the first, it looks like those two are definitely going to be battling for top 1-2. Xander Pika, Salim Erickson, and Nathaniel Fuller all pretty much deadlocked. Looks like Salim Erickson's making another push like he did in the 100 free when he won the B Final, dropping over a second and a half. Oh, and it looks like it's going to be Salim Erickson, 54.05, touching out Zachary Bell, 54.41, and Xander Pika right behind him, 54.42. Nice swims by the guys. Thank you. I worked really hard. All right, we're parading out the A finalists. Here's another record that could possibly be in jeopardy. As the boys come out, getting ready. Got some big boys here. Really strong kids. All right. We're setting up our lanes here. From Express, we've got Kian Liang in 1. Nation Capitals, Wesley Moncton in 2. Connor Plusqua, who seems to like that lane 3, in 3. Your top qualifier from Rochester, Elliott Leisure. In 5, Nova's Jack Danahy. In 6, from Mavs, you've got Hudson Lubinsky, who surprised everybody in the 100. St. Andrews, Blake McGinn in 7. And rounding out your field in lane 8, Nation Capitals, Edward Coleman. The meet record in this was set 2 years ago by Thomas McMillan from St. Charles, 48.95. Elliott Leisure went a 49.19 this morning. So this has a possibility. I'll make sure that their toes are all set. And they're off. Leisure's his hand speed reminds me a lot of Cam's. Great underwaters coming off that wall along with Jack Danahy. But his hand speed is really quick. Out 23:32. That is really quick. This record is definitely in jeopardy of being broken. Coming up halfway, you've got Elliott Leisure. You got Jack Danahy, and then it looks like Hudson Lubinsky, but he's going to destroy the record. Wow. Former record, 48.95 by Thomas McMillan. Elliott Leisure goes 47.84. That is a monster swim by Elliott. What a fantastic swim. Great job, Elliott. Jack Danahy second, 50.74. Hudson Lubinsky third, 51.51. So we will be back in a little bit after the awards.
51-51, Hudson Lubinsky. And right now, it is awards time. And the ladies, 12 and under for the 50 backstroke, are award winners. Lane Langenbrunner in 8th place for Fast Falcons. In 7th, Northern Kentucky Clippers, Kelsey Cook. In 6th place, Lake Country Swim Team, Laura Feng. In 5th place, Suez Falls, Riley Wiggers. In 4th, Isabel Tran of Nova of Virginia. 3rd goes to Long Island Aquatic, Vera Chen. The silver to Nova of Virginia Aquatics, Yara Cymbulinia. And number 1, the gold going to Long Island Aquatics, Morgan Wu. And presenting the gentlemen 12 and under 50 backstroke, our 8 medal winners. Doing that walk of fame behind the starting blocks, our award stand. In 8th place, Jacob Zhang of Charles River. Jason Zhu in 7th place for Rockville, Montgomery. Lorenz Feinschmidt of St. Andrews in 6th place. 5th is Connor Zulli of Rochester Swim Club. Jason Clark in 4th for Patriot Aquatics out of Illinois. The bronze going to Nation's Capital, Colin Lee. The silver to Ketchikan Killer Whales, Roman Olson. And the gold, the win to Verona Area Swim Team out of Wisconsin, Caleb Gudovich. And congratulations, gentlemen. Presenting the ladies, 13 and 14. In 8th place, Nina Camarelli of Rise Aquatics. 7th place goes to Rockville, Montgomery, Julie Diaz. In 6th place, Lake Erie Silver Dolphins, Audrey Bicion. In 5th, Allie Barron of Maverick Swim Club. 4th place, Lexi Johnson, Rockville, Montgomery. 3rd place, the bronze, Elle Brace of Patriot Aquatics Club, Illinois. Machine Aquatics in the silver with Kennedy Maston. The gold going to Cam Gardner, Peoria Area Water Wizards. And again, congratulations to our ladies. And the gentlemen, 13 and 14 100 backstroke are medal winners. And here they are. They've been here before. This is home to these gentlemen. Kian Liang in 8th place for the Eagles Swim Club. 7th place goes to Nation's Capital, Edward Coleman. 6th place to Swim Atlanta, Blake McGinn. In 5th place, Nation's Capital, Wesley Moncton. 4th place to St. Charles, Connor Plasqua. 3rd to Maverick Swim Club, Hudson Lubinsky. The silver to Nova of Virginia, Jack Danahy. And the gold to Rochester Swim Club, Elliot Leisure, posting in with a new record time, 47.84. And getting ready now, the one.
All right. Done with the Backstroke Awards. We are now moving on to the 12 and under 100 breaststroke. Record set last year by Isla Rapcan, 105.50. Got a really good crew here for the C Final. You've got Cheyenne Hernandez from Rays in 1. Hadley Hugo Oli in 2. Evelyn Koo from EST in 3. Emmy Yamakawa from CRA in 4. Julia Lynn from Long Island in 5. Samantha Bravery from Machine in 6. Katie Lehan, Academy in 7. And NCAT's Brooklyn Dalton in lane number 8. So in breaststroke, you definitely want to make sure that you have really good underwaters. And if you don't have good underwaters, you got to make sure you have a massive kick. And right now it looks like the best underwaters are coming out of lane 6. Samantha Bravery. I would say the best kick right now is either coming out of lane 1 or out of lane 3. Lane 3 is Evelyn Koo, Cheyenne Hernandez in 1. Or 1-2 at the 50. I'm wondering if Samantha Bravery's, because she has such good pullouts, if that will help her in the end here. And it looks like Evelyn Koo is going to be your leader at the 75. And she comes out, and great race. It looks like Evelyn Koo is going to take the win. And wow, looks like Julia Lynn has come out of nowhere. She might be able to snatch that second spot. Oh, really close. Evelyn Koo, 1:11:30. Second, Samantha Bravery, 1:12:24. Katie Lehan in third, 1:12:27.
Good job, Hadley.
All right. And now we've got our B final. Anna Ring from Long Island in 1. Emerald Caston, Nation's Capital 2. Lyndon Hall, Nova in 3. Isabel Tran, I believe this is her third event already, in 4. Julia Carrick, Rockville Montgomery in 5. Liana Edwards, Mac in 6. SRVA's Lexi Hinst in 7. And Nation Capital's Annabelle Wisenhunt in 8. Coming off that block, let's see who's got the best underwater pullout. It looks like lane 7. Lexi Hinst. Right now, it looks like indeed Lexi, and then you got 1, 2, 3, and 4. You got Anna, Emerald, Lyndon, and Isabel all challenging for the top spot. Yeah. 32-9, 33-2, 33-2, 33-3. Yeah, that's a good race. Looks like Isabel might be pulling ahead just a tad. Get to the wall, she and Lexi Hinst. Lexi with that really nice underwater pullout is keeping form with her. Challenging now, lanes. We got a race here. Lane 2 is coming in. Emerald Caston with a great second 50, 1:10:35. Touches out Lexi Hinst, 1:10:37. And Isabel Tran in third, 1:10:72. It's a really good race. A lot of differences there. Some of them took it out really strong. Others used their underwater pullouts. Strategy depends on a lot in swimming. As we bring our A finalists out for this event. As I said earlier, the record in this event is 105.50 set by Isla Rapcan last year. Isla will be in the 13 and 1400 Breaststroke B Final. Correction, 200 Breaststroke A Final. I was way off on that one, and she is actually seated first in that event. All right, let's setting the lanes. We have Molly Joseph from Long Island in 1. Salem Shaw in 2, Rockville Montgomery. Angie Lang, Mundelein in 3. Top qualifier from Rockville, Eva Garcia in 4. Right next to her from East Moline, we've got Lillian Rowald. In 6, Jacqueline Keister from Hokie. In 7, from Hinsdale, Avery Young. And rounding out your field in lane 8, we have Alicia Wu. So tight race here, top two. Eva Garcia was 107.92. Lillian, 108.4, was not too far behind, so could be an interesting race here. Lillian, by far the smallest of the competitors, is known in Illinois for swimming twice her size. You guys will see that on this. So they're out strong. It looks like Avery Young had really good pullouts, along with Garcia and Rowald. Okay, those three come off the wall pretty together. Eva Garcia with a slight advantage over Lillian and Avery as they come into the 50. Out in 31.3, 31.6 for Lillian. So Avery, Lillian, Eva, Lillian, and Avery. Lillian and Eva starting to separate themselves, but Lillian's really keeping it close. If she can come off this wall, she's got a shot. Oh, we got a great race here. Eva and Lillian. Oh my gosh, look at this. Come on. Oh, Lillian Rowald touches her out, 107.13 and a 107.16. That was a great swim by both ladies. Eva was a 107.9 this morning, Lillian 108.4. So, great swims. Congratulations, ladies. Moving on to the boys 12 and under 100 breaststroke C Final. In lane one from Olympia, you have Jeremy Mao. In two, Rockville's Henry Neal. In three, Lake Erie's Jordan Jang. Janksy Aldonis from AAC in four. Jacob Zhuang, CRA in five. In six, Tobias Pierre Cannell in six, Carter Bonham in seven, and Gavin P. from EST in eight. All right. Oh. Okay. Looks like lane 4 and lane 8 are the two with the best pullouts so far. Thank you, Todd. Lane 8 is definitely going out, Gavin. And lane 2 here, Henry Neal, 32.5, 32.6. So, Henry's still got a slight advantage going into this third turn. Probably about a half a body length. Oh, no, a correction. Gavin was right there with Henry. And now it looks as though Jordan and Janksy are also with him. So Henry trying to hold him off. It's going to be Henry, and then it's going to be Gavin, and then it's going to be Jordan. Henry, 109.39. Gavin, 109.80. And Jordan, 110.10. So much quicker swims than this morning, so good job, fellas. All right. We've got the B Final. Avery Hugh Nova in 1. Maxi Yanoff Metro in 2. AAC's Adriano in 3. Lakers Matthias Atros in 4. Cullen Daniel Nova at 5. Piero Bruzzi's Mac in 6. Grant Brown Mac in 7. And Nation Capital's Alex Greer in lane 8. Ooh. Really nice underwater from lane 5. That's Cullen Daniel. Like, he really kept it nice and long, and he had good power. Matthias Atros first at the 25. And then Maxi Yanov, looks like he's making a nice push in his first 50. He's going to go with about a half a body length lead on Adrian Adriano. Interesting name, Adrian Adriano. I like that. His parents did well. Maxi Yanov in lane 2. Oh, and lane 6, we've got Piero Bruzzi from Mac. Oh, wow, this tightened up real fast. Looks like it still looks like it's Maxi, but not by much. Great race for second and third. Maxi, 107.42. Second place, Piero Bruzzi, 108.18. Followed closely behind by Adrian Adriano, 108.32. So congratulations, fellas. All right, A finalists are on their way out. If you get a chance, check out the kid with the hat on as he's walking by. That's kind of funny. Interesting hat that he's wearing. Almost looks Pope-like. All right, we are setting up for the A Final. That's definitely not the A Final. There we go. We've got Jason Clark from Patriot in lane 1. Tommy Johnson, New Trier, in 2. Eli Purdon from Mac in 3. KKW's Roman Olson, your top qualifier, 103.36. Jeffrey Cardy, LCAC, in 5. Joe Kennedy from New Trier in 6. Hinsdale's Jude Sisliski in 7. And Grant Feller, the guy who's hidden behind the other guy, in lane 8. So the meet record in this was set last year by Brian Sanjaya, who might be swimming in the 200 breaststroke. He sure is. 102.72. Roman Olson this morning was a 103.36, so that's within a second, so you never know. Should be interesting. And they're off. Let's see who has the best underwater pullouts, and it looks indeed like Roman Olson got up off his start really well. Already about a half a body length lead ahead of Jeffrey Cardy. .102.72 is the record. Out in 29.11, he's got a shot at it. Very good timing on his underwater pullouts. He doesn't ever lose ground. He's constantly moving forward. We got a great race for second with Eli Purdon and Jeffrey Cardy. And this is definitely a possibility. It's going to be really tight. But yeah, great race for second, great race for third. Yikes. 102.72. And he's got it. 102.32. Roman Olson, your new breaststroke 12 and under record holder from KKW. I'm not sure who that is. Second was Eli Purdon, 104.61. Jeffrey Cardy third, 105.72. So congratulations, Roman Olson. And now we are moving on to the girls 200 breaststroke C Final. Allison Gradich NCAP in 1. Avery Wiltshire Nova in 2. Stella Harms NCAP 3. Una Nelson Dragon in 4. Isabella Mirka Hinsdale 5. New Trier's Jordana Siegel In 6, Summer Springer in captain. 7, and Caroline Nielsen from Verona in 8. So, top qualifier this morning, 2:27.07. That was Una Nelson. Ooh. It looks like Isabella and Una are throwing down some heat along with Jordana. Is that? No. That's, Stella Harms in lane 3. So Stella and Isabella. Hey, that rhymes. Stella Isabella. That would be cool if that was their name. We've got, Stella and Isabella, 32-4, 32-6. Looks like Isabella's got a slight lead over Stella, and then Jordana over in lane number 6, who had a really nice pull out there. Let's see who decided to conserve a little bit and who decided to go for it all. Isabella, 108.4. Stella, 108.7. Jordana, third, 109.7. So a full second behind Isabella. Looks like the field is kind of closing in a little bit. Stella's always been kind of on the heels of Isabella. And Jordana seems to be having really, really good pullouts at that end to keep her in this race. But there she is. She's creeping up on Isabella, as is Stella. And they all come 146.7, 146.6, 146.9. So right now I'd give the slight advantage to Isabella and Jordana. It's going to be a great race. See who has the best underwater pullout off that wall. Yeah. And it looks like Jordana has the advantage there coming off that wall. And Jordana Siegel is bringing the heat on the last 100. Really good underwater pullouts. Going to win by about a 3/4 of a body length, 224.29. 225.64 for Stella. Isabella third, 225.8. So really good racing on that part. Jordana was a full second faster than the next closest to her on that last 50.
Go, Sophia!
Hey, I'm doing a broadcast here, man. Just kidding. All right. So we've got the B finals now. Rockville Montgomery's Elena Lindley in 1. Juliana Capello, Rockville in 2. Kayla Klein, Olympia in 3. Long Island's Leah O'Connell in 4. Sophia Rogenbuck, Oli in 5. Ooh. Natalie Halpin from East Moline in 6. Kira Shive, Nation's Capital in 7. And Long Island's Maddie McKee in lane 8. They're having a little technical difficulty. Oh, thank you. I've got fans. Let's go, Natalie. All right. Good timing, good, no more equipment malfunction, and we're off. It looks like Sophia Rogenbuck had some killer underwaters. That's some nice underwater work there. Oh, yeah. So looking really good. You got Sophia, Leah, and Natalie. And Natalie, and then you got Elena Lindley down here in lane 1. Can't keep your eye off of her. But right now, Rogenbuck with those monster underwaters, and then Natalie Halpin has a good stroke rate going. Looks like those two are going to be pretty close. And then Leah O'Connell right there. Kayla Klein. So, yeah, Rogenbuck's pushing the front half pretty well. Leah O'Connell's trying to stay right with her. And then you got Elena Lindley down here in lane 1. She is definitely not going away. All right. Looks like a great race is ensuing here with Sophia and Leah. Hey, there's more rhyming going on today. You got another great race with Natalie, Kira, and Kayla. So, Rogenbuck and those ridiculous underwaters are keeping her in this race. Now a race brewing for third between Kira Shive and Kayla Klein. Great race ensuing here. Great race. We got Rogenbuck and O'Connell duking it out for the bridesmaids champion here. Oh, Leah got a little bit more on that underwater. It's gonna be close. Sophia's making a last second push, but it's gonna be Leah O'Connell, 223.50. Sophia Rogenbuck, 223.75. And then Kayla Klein, 226.84. So, very nice swims, ladies. All right, as they parade out the A finalists now. Got a bunch of really quick girls here. Meet record in this event is set 2 years ago by Abigail Bonham, 2:15.70, and it does have a possibility of being broken tonight. And Jenny Burke from Mac in lane 1. Maggie Mongavan in lane number 2 from Ozaki. Yuri Shlivko from Long Island in 3. Top qualifier from Rise, Isla Rapcan in 4. In 5 from Lake Country, Reese Lader. In 6 from SA, Allie Sanders. 7, Annabelle Roby, Rockville, Montgomery. And in 8 from Nova, Charlotte Bruning. So again, the record is a 2:15.70. Very good. Nice quick starts. Everybody seemed to get off the block really well. If you watch Isla Rapcan in lane 4, you notice that she is never not moving forward. Anytime I get a chance to talk to my kids or show my kids her breaststroke, I will do that because she never has a pause in her stroke. She just is fluid and as beautiful as possible. Out in a 29.9. And this girl's 13, so she gets the record this year. She could come back next year and really break her own record. So, although I will say Reese Later is doing a really nice job right next to her, Lake Country. She was in at 2:18 this morning, and Reese has really good underwaters to counter. Very good race so far. Isla out in a 103.70, Reese 104.52. So both of them were 33s at that 50. So if Reese can hold on here, this is going to be a really nice race for the point or for the top dog spot. Let's see here. Isla's starting to increase her lead a little bit. But I will tell you, Reese later is definitely not backing off. 34.92. She's definitely under record pace. She went at 34 on that split. So if all she's got to do here really, she was at 138. So she's got to be a 37 or better. Coming down the stretch. Oh, it's going to be tight. She's tightening up. I don't know. It's going to be really tight. 205.70. And she's got it. 214.76. Isla Rapcan resetting the record books yet again. Her second place, Reese later, 217.4. A really good swim for her as well. Yuri Shlivko from Long Island in third, 219.77. So congratulations, Isla. And all you girls, those were great swims. All right, we've got C finals here for the boys 200 breaststroke. Raleigh Harrington Nova in 1, Joseph Woon, Long Island 2, Will McAndrews, St. Andrews in 3, Nova's Will Arcaris in 4, Avi Bodner from New Trier in 5, Sam Goddard Machine in 6, Caspian Cohen, SRVA 7, and Josiah Whitfield from the Jets in lane number 8. Right now in the beginning, looks like St. Andrews, Will McAndrews. St. Andrews' Will McAndrews is out in the lead. I'm just finding all kinds of funny stuff to do tonight. Will Arcaris right behind him, so we got the two Wills battling it out for first right now. Arcaris making a little bit of a dent on this second 50. Avi Bodner right now is holding steady in third, along with, looks like Joseph Woon in second, or in lane 2, excuse me. So Will Arcaris, 105.05. Will McAndrews, 105.5. So, yeah, Will Arcaris definitely looks like he may have had a not so hot morning swim this morning. Although he may tighten up, let's hope not. Let's hope he continues this push as he lengthens his lead. He's got a really good quick stroke rate. And then it looks like Will McAndrews is falling off a little bit, and some of the other guys are starting to catch him for second. So should be interesting to see if Avi or Caspian or any of those guys can catch him. It looks like Caspian actually is now in second, up in lane 7. Yeah, so huge lead for Will Arcaris. 2:15:39. This morning he was 2:18:17. Now I hate to excuse myself, but I do have a swimmer in this heat, so I will be back shortly.
That's key.
You can't see those guys on the outside. You just can't. And making that final turn, bringing it home. Jax Miller in lane number 2 putting an extra effort in. Lane number 1, 2-1. Jax Miller taking the tag, 2:14.06. 2:14.09, 3/100ths of a second difference. Brandon Ing in lane number 1, and that
All right, Alonzo Amorans. Yeah, okay. Brian Sanjaya in 7, and in 8, sorry guys, Sawyer McGonigal. McGonigal? Is that one of the teachers at Hogwarts? McGonigal in lane 8. All right, got the A final of the 200 breaststroke. Let's see what we got. Should be a fun race. And they're off. Looks like Aiden Kim had a really quick start. I mean, not like illegal, but just really good reaction time off that block. And then Ryan Yao was about 6 seconds faster than the next closest to him this morning after prelims. Record in this is set by Alexander Reese back in 2023, 2:05.03. Ryan was at 2:06.52, so there is an opportunity for him to possibly get this record. And it looks like right now Aiden and Rio are flanking Ryan pretty well. And then you got Brian Sanjaya up there in lane 7. You know he's a good breaststroker. So really, really good form here by out in a 59.3. 31.3 at his second 50. This could be another record. He's going to have to hit it pretty good on that last 50, but right now he's at 1:15 at the hands there. And the race for second, Aiden is getting about a half a body length to a body length on Rio and Brian. But yeah, this is Ryan Yao, 130. Oh, he was 31 again. He's going to have to really die if not to get this record. I mean, I don't think he will. I hope I don't. I hope I didn't jinx him. But, I mean, he's just looking so darn strong. Ryan Yao, Long Island Aquatic, is just tearing it up. We got to get him home. We got Aiden Kim, lane 5 in second, and then you got Rio Breaker, 201, 203, 203.19. Old record, 205.03. That is just outstanding for Ryan Yao. Unbelievable. That was a smoking swim. And his last 50 was a 31 again. That kid had a tremendous race. I mean, you can't take anything away from, you look at Aiden Kim and Rio Breaker, Sawyer McGonigal, I mean, Jackson Pushek. These guys were 209s, 210s, 211s. But that 203 is something special. So, doing awards, and we'll be back here in a little bit.
And the ladies, 12 and under for the 400 IM, going to be our next event. Ladies, if you would make your way over to the staging area for walkouts. And on the starting blocks, the ladies, 12 and under for the 100 breaststroke in 8th place. At block number 8, Alicia Wu of Charles River. 7th place goes to Jacqueline Keister of H2 Oki Aquatics. Molly Joseph at block number 6, Long Island. Salem Shah in 5th place for Rockville Montgomery. 4th place, Angie Lang of Mundelin Mustang Swim Club. The bronze going to Hinsdale, Avery Young. The silver to Rockville Montgomery, Eva Garcia. And number 1, Lillian Rowold of East Mullen Swim Club, getting the gold and the big points, 20 points for her club. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Congratulations, ladies. The gentlemen, 12 and under for the 100 breaststroke at the award stand now. In 8th place, Warwick, Indiana, Tidal Wave, Grant Feller. 7th place goes to New Trier Aquatics, Tommy Johnson. New Trier getting 6th place with Joe Kennedy. In 5th place, Jason Clark of Patriot Aquatics. In 4th place, Jude Selewski of Hinsdale Swim Club. The bronze going to Low Country Aquatic Club, Jeffrey Carty. The silver to Eli Purdon of Madison Aquatic Club. And number 1, posting in record time, Roman Olson at 102.32 for the Ketchikan Killer Whales. And congratulations, gentlemen. Presenting the ladies 13 and 14 for the 200 breaststroke. In 8th place, Madison Aquatic Club, Jenny Burke. In 7th place, Nova of Virginia, Charlotte Brunning. In 6th place, Ozaki Aquatics, Maggie Mongovin. 5th place goes to Swim Atlanta, Allie Sanders. 4th to Rockville Montgomery, Annabelle Roby. The bronze, Long Island Aquatic Club, Yuri Shlivko. The silver, Lake Country Swim Team, Reese Leader. And the gold, a new meet record, 2:14.76, Rise Aquatics, Isla Ratkan. And congratulations, ladies, bringing the gentlemen out now. The 200 breaststroke, our medal winners, Rockville Montgomery, getting 8th place, Brian Sanjaya. 7th place, Glenbrook Swim Club, Alonzo Amora. 6th place, going to Ole Swimming, Jun Park. Jackson Puchek in 5th for Rockville Montgomery. 4th, Northern Kentucky Clippers Sawyer McGonigal. 3rd, unattached Real Breaker. 2nd, Nation's Capital Aiden Kim. And number 1, Long Island Aquatic Club, the new record holder by over 2 seconds, Ryan Yao, posting in at a 2:03.19. And getting ready next, the 400 individual medley. It was a timed final event. And in 3rd place right now, Charles River, Emmy. Oh, man, I love it. Talk about a spring in the... Oh, a swimmer swim 100 yards of each stroke. You got to know the whole rule book, and you have to know how to pace and build the whole race around that breaststroke, the tipping point. And the split at that first 100, that was Morgan Wu in lane number 2, Long Island Aquatic. It is so close, though. You just can't distinguish one person over the other in that front four. Morgan Wu, Avery Young, Yara Zibolina, and Evelyn Kane. And here we go, about ready to make that turn into that magic stroke. Either hate it or love it, one of the two, but either way, you got a plan around it. Evan Kane at point going into the breaststroke. And Evan Kane still in point. Looked to be a little nervous at that last turn. Got a good look across the way from her. Coming up in lane number 7 or 8. Have we got a surprise on the outside? Ellis Chania. And Evan Kane got a great look at it. Lanes 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Has no clue what's coming up in lane number 8 and what's going to happen over there. Change in the order of things. Evan Kane still holding on to point. But it looks like Avery Young, Yarna Sibolina in lanes 3 and 4 climbing her ladder. Oh! And Yarna Sibolina, Evelyn Kane, and Yara takes the tag, 4:38.46. And that 4:38 is the fastest time today. That second tag in, 4:39, is the second fastest overall today. Evan Kane. And that third tag in, 4:41.90, Avery Young. And that is the third fastest time today. Getting ready next, the gentlemen. Position. And number 1 seed, Grant Brown, the guy in the hot seat from Madison Aquatic Club. Machine Aquatics, Coach Dilkin Cudahy. Coach Dilkin Cudahy, admin. And the next event, the next heat at the starting blocks, the 200 butterfly. Kate Markham at block number 1 getting ready to go. Sienna Foley at block 2. Delaney Chang at block number 3. Jordana Siegel takes block 4. Stella Tenhill at block number 5. Bridget Ryan takes block number 6. Chloe Souchard at block number 7. And Dylan Gustafson at block number 8 getting ready. And on that butterfly, Jude Cecilski had point position. He just gave that up. Charlie Reynolds taking over point on the backstroke. And here we go, personality development into the breaststroke, the tipping point. Charlie Reynolds over in lane number 7 in point. I don't know if anybody else sees him. Jude Cecilski in lane number 3. And he looks like he's bringing it back. And Cecilski taking over point now, going into the halfway point on the breaststroke. And Cecilski went out with the butterfly. Big lead there. I guess he planned his race around his backstroke. That's where he lost point and then brought it back on the breaststroke. Freestyle 1, 2, 3, 4 strokes freestyle. While everybody else is still doing breaststroke. And making that turn into the final 50. I don't think it's a question of who, it's a question of when. Jude Cecilski, Hinsdale Swim Club. And he is bringing it home proud, kicking and swinging. Under the flags, into the wall, stopping that clock. 3:50. And 4:27.33 for Cecilski. That first tag in. That second tag in going to Grant Brown at 4:31.46. And the third tag in. $4:32.89 by Adrian Adriano, that third tag in. And we'll have the results in just a little bit on that 400 individual medley. Those look to be the fastest 3 times in that event today. Moving our focus now. 13 and 14 ladies, 200 butterfly. And at the starting blocks, it's our B finalists. Suvi Kidhart at block number 1, Long Island. Katie Conklin taking block number 2 for Academy Bullets. Emma Liu at block number 3, Rockville, Montgomery. Margaret Hepper at block number 4, Nova of Virginia. Blazing Barracudas at block number 5, Eva Hughes. Elizabeth Chan at block number 6, Rockville, Montgomery. Rockville, Montgomery at block number 7, Zuri Wilson. And block number 8, Swim United, Leah Hawkins getting ready to go. And again, that 200 butterfly, another swimmer's swim. And Stella Tannehill, point position going into the final 50. Making that turn, it's still Tannehill. And Tannehill moving away from everybody else on that last 25. She planned that well into the wall. We go 2:10.37, Stella Tannehill. That second tag in, 2:10.88, Sienna Foley. And the third tag in, 2:11.57, Delaney Chang. .200 butterfly B finalist. And bringing it back to the 150 marker. Our first lead was Ava Hughes. She lost that lead in the 100 mark to Katie Conklin, and now she's got it back at the 150 marker. And bringing it home, Ava Hughes. Margaret Hepper in lane number 4, climbing her ladder. Leah Hawkins in lane 8, and into the wall we go, 2:08.31. Margaret Hepper taking the tag in the last 3 strokes. Eva Hughes leading the way most of the way, 2:08.86, and that third tag in, that sneaky swimmer on the outside, Leah Hawkins at 2:09.08. Not yet. And here we go, the top 8 qualifiers in the ladies, 13 and 14, 200 butterfly. And in lane number 8, Nation's Capital, Harper Kaminsky. At block number 1, it's Sienna Herrera, Low Country Aquatic Club. At block number 7, Nation's Capital again with Mila Willawatonga. At block number 2, Gabby Graham of Academy Bullets. At block number 6, Lane Jacobs Nova of Virginia. Block number 3, that's Mila Fisher of Long Island Aquatics. At block number 5, the Chief Agitator, Rockville, Montgomery, Sarah Young. In the hot seat, Pierre Area Water Wizards, Cam Gardner. And getting ready at the starting blocks, 13 and 14 gentlemen. Logan Phillips at block number 1. Fifth Sinclair at block 2. Michael Meehan at 3. Chase Fortunato at block number 4. Alex DeMarco at 5. Lincoln Andrulik at block number 6. Tommy Greer at block 7. And block number 8, Jack Elliott getting ready. And making that turn into the 150, Cam Gardner has had point position from the get-go. She doesn't look like she's going to slow down. She is managing her race so well. Went out in a 27, brought it back in a 31, brought it back in a 30. Is she going to negative split into the wall to reach the touch? 30.93, a near negative split. Cam Gardner taking the win, 2 minutes, 12 seconds. And ladies and gentlemen, the scoreboard, the time there, compare it to this one, 2 minute, 46 seconds. And that was posted by Cameron Gardner, Peoria Area Water Wizards. She just broke her own record. Congratulations. That second tag in, 2:03.71, Sarah Young. And the third tag in, 2:06.30, Lane Jacobs. Gentlemen, 200 Butterfly C Finalist. And our B finalists now taking ownership at the starting blocks. Nation's Capital, Ryan Lee at block number 1. Jackson Walsh at block 2 for Rockville. Hinsdale at block number 3. Cajas Edukavecius at block number 4. Noah Wolf of Nova of Virginia. Kian Lang at block number 5 for Eagles swim team. Nation's Capital, Zachary Bell at block number 6. Kyle Kamielewski at block number 7 for Southwest Aquatic. And block number 8, that's Jack Greer of Nova of Virginia. Impressive. Tommy Greer in lane number 7 took it out in 25. Almost 26, brought it back in a 29.
What day is it?
And Tommy Greer still holding on to point. Went out in 25, brought it back 29.72, brought it back again at 30.84. He is struggling to get those splits in there. And what a swim. Tommy Greer, we'll see what the split looks like. And into the wall we go, 31.40 for that final 50. Beautiful swim, 157.95 to take the win. That second tag in, 2 minutes, 76 100ths, Michael Meehan. And the third tag in, 2:01.54, Chase Fortunato. Gentlemen, B finalist. And Noah Wolf on that first 50, a bold 25.82. And it is hard to tell what's going on looking at that first 50 because of the dive. 29 flat on the second 50. And that third 50 is going to tell us a little better story about what's going on metabolism-wise. Noah Wolf in point position, but it doesn't mean anything necessarily. And that third 50, 30.62, that is impressive. It's about a second, almost a little over a second and a half slower than the previous one. Not going to negative split it. In second seat right now, Zachary Bell went out in a 26, came back in 30.29 and 37.3. Okay. And into the wall we go, 157.29, Noah Wolf taking the win. 159.54, Zachary Bell. The second tag in and that third tag in, Jackson Walsh over in lane number 2, 2 minutes, 3/100 seconds. And the top 8 challengers in the gentlemen's 200 butterfly, taking ownership of the starting blocks in lane number 8, Swim Atlanta Parker Wheeler. At block number 1, it's Harvey Trevette of Nova of Virginia. At block number 7, Academy Bullets, Jax Capon. Block number 2, Hudson Lebinsky Maverick Swim Club. Block number 6, Blazing Barracudas, Anderson Wozniak. Block number 3, Nova of Virginia, Daniel Bunga. At block number 5, Rochester Swim Club, Elliott Leisure, the chief agitator. And in the hot seat, Lakers Swim Club, Jaden Sy. And we have 2 swimmers dancing on the bevel of record time, 150.28, 150.48. They swam this morning. The record, 150.17. We'll see what happens in all the excitement tonight. And we are presenting awards next for the 400 IM and the 200 Butterfly Series. And Jaden Sy leading the heat on that first 50, went out in a 24, came back at 27. Elliott Leisure out in a 24, came back in a 26. And Leisure in point position. And there it is, the turn going into the final 50. Jaden Sy, runner-up right now. Elliott Leisure in point. Is it going to stay that way? What's the last 20 yards look like? And wow, Jaden Sy, Elliott Leisure just exploding off the wall. into the finish, 147.36. And what were we talking about at the beginning of the race? Jaden Sion at 149.64. And that third tag in, 154.91. Ladies and gentlemen, the record used to be 150.17. Thomas McMillan of St. Charles. We have two swimmers surpassing record time. Jaden Sy, 149, and the record holder, the new one, Elliott Leisure, 147 and change. And it is awards time. The 400 individual medley for ladies 12 and under. And in 8th place, Julia Carrick of Rockville, Montgomery. 7th place goes to Angie Lang of Mundelein Mustangs. In 6th place, Slate Koss of Long Island Aquatic Club. In 5th place, Long Island Aquatic, Morgan Wu. In 4th place, El Chania of Long Island Express. In 3rd place, the bronze going to Hinsdale Avery Young. The silver to Woodson Y Northern Swimmers, Evan Kane. And the gold to Yara Sibolina of Nova of Virginia. And congratulations, ladies. And the gentlemen, 12 and under 400 individual medley, are medal winners. In 8th place, James Agen of Madison Aquatic Club. 7th place goes to Colin Lee of Nations Capital. 6th place, Jackson Brown of Swim Atlanta. In 5th place, Ozaki Aquatics, Charlie Reynolds. In 4th place, Hinsdale Swim Club, Oscar Jovic. In 3rd, the bronze, Arlington Aquatic, Adrian Adriano. 2nd is Madison Aquatics, Grant Brown getting the silver. And number 1, Hinsdale Swim Club, Jude Selisilki, posting in with a winning time of 4:27.33 to get the gold. And again, congratulations, gentlemen. Our focus now turning to the 13 and 14 ladies 200 butterfly. In 8th place, Nations Capital, Harper Kaminsky. 7th place, Academy Bullets, Gabby Graham. In 6th place, Low Country Aquatic Club, Sienna Herrera. In 5th place, Long Island Aquatics, Mila Fisher. In 4th place, Mila Willawitonga of Nations Capital. In the bronze, Nova of Virginia Aquatics, Lane Jacobs. The silver, Rockville Montgomery, Sarah Young. And the gold, a new meet record, 2 minutes, 12 seconds. Peoria Area Water Wizards, Cam Gardner. And congratulations to our ladies. And our focus now, the gentlemen for the 200 butterfly. In 8th place, Swim Atlanta's Parker Wheeler. In 7th place, Nova of Virginia, Daniel Mung. Sixth place goes to the Blazing Barracudas of Ohio, Anderson Wozniak. Nova of Virginia in fifth place, Harvey Trevette. Fourth place, Academy Bullets, Jax Capon. The bronze going to Hudson Lebinsky of Maverick Swim Club. The silver going to Jaden Sy of Lakers Swim Club, surpassing record time in second place. And number one, our new record holder, Rochester Swim Club, Elliott Leisure, posting in with a new record, 147.36. And again, congratulations, gentlemen. And getting ready now for relays. Our top relay in the 12 and under 200 medley is Nova of Virginia with a 158.23. Rise Aquatics in second position right now with a 159 and change. And at the starting blocks, continuing with the relays, Manassi Aquatic Club in lane number 1, Academy Bullets in lane number 2, Fast Falcons in lane 3, Machine Aquatics in 4, Stingrays in 5, Sioux Falls in lane number 6, Swim Atlanta in lane 7, and Lake Country in lane number 8. That is heat number 4, 12 and under ladies, 200 medley relay. Check 1, 2. What's going on? And into the wall we go. I love it. Suez Falls taking the tag, 156.01. Getting ready now, the deciding heat. Long Island at block number 1. Nation's Capital Lane 2. Nation's Capital Lane 3. Nova of Virginia at 4. Long Island at block 5. Rockville at 6. Hinsdale at 7. And Rockville at block number 8. And that 1:56.01 of Sioux Falls is the fastest time today. And here we go. What's it gonna be? Long Island in point position. Nova of Virginia climbing their ladder. And into the wall we go. Long Island taking the first tag. 1:51.38 is the fastest time posted. 1:52.08. Nova of Virginia, the second fastest time posted. And that third fastest time, 1:53, according to my notes, 6:6, Rockville Montgomery. The referees have to hand in their report. The scoreboard is not official, and neither are my notes. And on a medley relay, the whole rule book is there. Getting ready for the gentlemen now. The time to beat, the team to beat. Long Island Aquatic, 1:57.24 earlier today. Set the challenge. Lincoln Way at block number 1. Nova of Virginia at 2. Swim Atlanta at 3. Rockville at 4. Rochester at 5. Verona at 6. Academy Bullets at 7. And Machine Aquatics at block number 8. Heat 3. And that is Swim Atlanta with the advantage. Into the wall we go. Oh, look at that. Lane number 4, Rockville Montgomery getting the first tag, 155.24. That second tag in. According to the scoreboard, I do believe it might have been on the outside lane there. We'll know when the official results are posted, but we know for sure 155.24, the new challenge. Getting ready, Maverick Swim Club at block number 1, Nation's Capital at 2, Nova of Virginia at 3, Nation's Capital at 4, Rockville at 5, Hinsdale at 6, New Trier at 7, and Patriot Aquatics at 8. Gentlemen, heat 4, the deciding heat. And good to go, the deciding heat of the 200 medley relay. Coming up next, the 13 and 14 ladies 400 medley relay. And Nation's Capital starting out hot. And 155, the time to beat. Stopping the clock, 149.31. Nation's Capital with the fastest time posted today. 150.01, Rockville Montgomery, the second fastest time. And then third fastest time, Nation's Capital, 153.98. And we'll have official reports. I see it as you see it. I do not see what the referees see. We have to wait for their report. Getting ready at the starting blocks right now. 4:02.63 Academy Bullets, the time to beat. Long Island at block number 1. Nova of Virginia at block 2. Nation's Capital at 3. Maverick Swim Club at block number 4. Hinsdale at 5. Ole Swimming at block number 6. Verona at block number 7. And Nation's Capital at block number 8. Heat 5, 400 medley relay. You don't get any closer than that. 129.26, 129.31 at a turn. And in the water at the exchange, Hinsdale with the advantage. Oh, so slight. 205.82, 206.19, Nova, Virginia. And Hinsdale extending their lead. And Hinsdale in the lead. They are not swimming everybody else in their heat. They're swimming the next heat too. Under the flag sits Hinsdale. Into the wall, it is Hinsdale. 3:55.48 for Hinsdale. And that surpasses any time posted today in the 13 and 14 ladies medley relay. Lake Country taking block number 1 right now. Patriot Aquatics at block 2. Nova, Virginia at 3. Rockville, Montgomery at 4-5 as Long Island. Rise Aquatics at block number 6. Academy Bullets at 7. And Rockville at block number 8. And it won't be long before we get into the gentlemen's 400 medley relays. Awards for relays are going to take place tomorrow night. Ladies, Heat 6, the deciding heat. And wow, what an exchange. The splits, 202, 202, 202, 203. And Rockville Montgomery at point position. Accelerating. Rockville reaching in to stop the clock. 3:51.43, the fastest time posted in this event today. 3:53.54, Academy Bullets, the second fastest posted today. And that third fastest time, 3:56.30, it looks like, posted by Long Island Aquatic Club. And we'll have official results out in just a little bit. Right now, our focus on the gentlemen 13 and 14 and Academy Bullets. And I'm going to take that back. It is Academy Bullets, yes it is, with the top time so far, 3:50.16 at the starting blocks right now. Lincoln Way at block number 1. St. Charles at block 2. Patriot Aquatics at 3. Stingrays at 4. Nova of Virginia at block number 5. Monocacy Aquatic Club at block number 6. New Trier at 7. And Long Island at block number 8. Heat 3. And right now it's Monocacy with the advantage. Set point with the 50. Backstroke maintained it with the butterfly. Until now, climbing their ladder, Nova of Virginia in 5, New Trier in 7. And a whole new set of talent in the tub and a whole new race. Monocacy still in point, but not by much. Nova of Virginia, only a half a second difference right now. And Monocacy gonna bring it back. You can't beat someone that won't be beat. Monocacy in at 3:42.75. And that is the fastest time so far today. Getting ready at the starting blocks. Nation's Capital at block number 1. Rochester at block 2. Nova of Virginia at 3. Rockville at block number 4. 5 is Nation's Capital. 6 is Swim Atlanta. 7 Long Island. And 8 is Rockville. Heat 4, the deciding heat. And Rochester Swim Club had the advantage at the halfway point. And right now it's Rockville with the advantage. Nation's Capital right there with them, keeping them warm. Rockville, Nation's Capital, under the flags and into the wall. Rockville takes the tag. 3:31.72, 3:34 by Nova of Virginia in third, and Nation's Capital 3:31.74 in second. And those are the three fastest times posted today in the 13 and 14 Gentlemen's 400 Medley Relay. That is going to do it for tonight's competition. Again, great swims. I can't believe the number of records on the first night of competition. And tomorrow morning, our first events, the 200 freestyle, the 500 freestyle.